Hey guys, good morning. Today I want to talk with you about WhatsApp. Since WhatsApp came into our lives, email marketing and direct communication have changed completely. So, what am I doing with my customers, whether they are distributors, dealers, dentists, surgeons, whatever? I always try to keep a direct communication on WhatsApp because it gives me direct control over the conversation. I can chat whenever I can, even if there is a time difference, even if the customer is very busy. I can send him a message and he can reply at his own pace, at his own time. Obviously, it's better to have more of a flow in the conversation. So I write and he writes back to have like a chat, but sometimes it's not possible. So we send a message and wait for a reply, and then he sends a message or she sends a message, and so on. So what I want to talk about is a few things. First, the importance of the broadcasting. The broadcast is a very simple way to send message to many people. Since I work internationally, I have customers from all over the world, so I try to when I save the number, I try to keep the contact in a way that I can send them a message later. So for example, if I speak with people from Chile, I write their name. So for example, Pablo Oliva, Chile. I write the name of the country in the end of the name. So whenever I make a broadcast, I select all the people from Chile, and then I can send a broadcast to all the Chilean people. But only people that saved my number and I saved their number can receive the message. Otherwise they will not receive it. There are other ways to do it, but that's the most simple way, and it's a tool that WhatsApp allows to use free of charge. So that's the first thing, broadcasting. It's very important to stay in the minds of the customers. So if I speak with a customer today and it's the first time, so we're having a first time conversation, I'm asking questions, he replies, I understand the basics of what he needs, I try to make an offer, or if he doesn't need implants right now, I just say, okay, when you're ready, let's talk. But what happens since the moment we talked and until he needs implants? Sometimes it takes 1, 2, 3 months. Maybe he doesn't remember us. So what we do on WhatsApp, I send a broadcast message once a week, once every 2 weeks, and I try to stay on their minds. I write about the product, I write about the Aleph implant, the conic implant, the Til implant. I give advantages, I ask questions, I send cases, whatever. I try to stay relevant for as long as I can. So when they are ready, they remember me and they know I have an offer ready for them. Okay? So that's how I use the broadcasting. Another very important feature that WhatsApp has is the status. So again, you need to have the contact saved on your phone, and he needs to save your number. So when both of you are saved, he can see your status. The status is also a very important tool that you can utilize to stay relevant. On the status, it's very similar to Facebook story, Instagram story. I upload photos, images of the product, images of satisfied customers. I upload videos of the products, videos from around the world. If you follow me on WhatsApp, then you already know what kind of material, what kind of media I'm uploading. And then I stay relevant in another channel. So I have the broadcasting, I have direct communication over chat, and I have the status, the WhatsApp status. All this is very important to stay relevant in the eyes of the customer. They need to think about you. They need to know that, hey, MSDI is ready, MSDI is working, and it's very important because it builds trust and confidence. I don't have to speak with them on a daily basis, but they follow me and they know that who am I. I upload photos and videos of my kids and the family because it builds confidence and trust. Okay? last feature I want to talk about is apps. Okay, there are additional apps that you can use, especially if you're managing more than one salesman. So one app I like to work with called Mumble. It's a Israeli development. If you need connection later, I can give you a coupon code, whatever, for a small discount. But it's not very expensive. It's maybe $40, $50, $30, something like that per month. And then you can get several contacts that you can work with. And on the Mumble, it gives you options and features that you don't have in the normal WhatsApp. For example, chatbot. So every customer that you get as a lead, he can receive a chatbot that asks him several questions to understand if he is relevant or not. Or you can open, chatbot for direct communication. Instead of sending them a message, the chatbot will send a message, and the chatbot will give them options on what they want to do. They want to replace implants, they want to buy implants, they want to talk with customer service. I don't know. It really depends on the distributor, on the seller, and their needs. Okay. Another good feature there, which is why I'm talking about, is the option to have several agents on the same number. So if you're working, let's say, with 5 or 10 sellers, you can have all of them working with the same number, and then you can see what they write, how they write it, to who they speak with, and then you have control and management over the conversation. Because otherwise, if it happens on their personal WhatsApp, you don't have control, and when the seller stops working, you don't see any of the conversation, you don't have control over anything. So that's one more important aspect of that. Another thing is to, like the broadcast, but more advanced. So in the broadcast, if I want to send messages to everyone, they need to have my contact saved, and I need to save their contact. But on Mumble, another app, you can send messages to everyone, regardless if they are saved on your contact list or not. And then if you have 200 contacts from Chile, for example, if you send by broadcast, so maybe half of them or less will get the message. But if you send with an additional app like the Mumble, for example, everyone will receive the message. Okay. Obviously, you want to stay in line within the guidelines of the spam guidelines. You don't want to send too many messages to too many people that are not in the contact. You don't want to send spam messages. But if you have been in touch with them, if you've been in contact with them in the past, they will probably want to receive your message. Okay, that's about it for now. And WhatsApp is a very important tool for sales. If you are not working with WhatsApp on a regular basis, you should really try to use it. It will increase your conversion rates and will make you sell more implants. As simple as that. And if you're using WhatsApp, you should utilize all the features: broadcasting, status, direct communication with everyone, and of course, if you're using sellers, agents, if you want to have more control, then using additional apps like the Mumble will help you do that. Okay, so have a great day. We'll talk about more ways to sell in the future.